streamlined on the transport sector, upgrading, then also the price fare to be standardized for all transport across the country.
Omwogezi wa KCCA Daniel Nwabine agambye nti ekikuweekweto kino kizze mu budde obutuufu era n'akubiriza abamu ku basaabaze okweyunira eggaali y'omukka oba entambula endala yonna esobola okubanguyira.
Waliwo engeri nnyingi abantu gye basobola okutambula awamu okukendeeza omugotteko. Emmotoka oluusi oli atambulira mu Nuuwa yitwala abantu 8 naye ng'agitambulidde mu bwomu. Abantu ku kyalo ekimu bayinza okwekolamu omuliro ne batambulira mu mmotoka emu ne bajja mu kibuga.
Ssentebe w'ekibiina omwegattira abagoba ba takisi Rashid Sekindi asabye ab'ekitongole kya poliisi y'ebidduka okufaayo okulaba nga waliwo obwenkanya mu kuteekesa mu nkola ekiragiro kino.
Kubanga ffe tukola luutu 3 ku luzira. Omuyitako ku makya ku 7, 12 era abaakula mugati kangende bwe nti nkateekeko abenga takaluba nnyo akutoogende deni odde omugende kino nkimaze.
Abantu okubawa ekifaananyi ekituufu si buli mmoroka nkadde eri ku kkubo nti mbi tegwanidde, naye ye n'agamba nti alina emmoroka z'amanyi zivaayo kiro zikeera nnyo ng'abasirikale tebanajja ku makubo, n'agamba ezo munzikirize buli luguudo nkwateyo waakiri emmoroka 10 ezinakozesebwa nga sample.
Bano basuubiza okugenda mu maaso n'okubangula bannaabwe ku bulabe obuli mu kukozesa emmotoka ezitatuuse na bisaanyizo bya ku nguudo so n'ekika ky'emmotoka ezitunuuliddwa okuggyibwa ku nguudo mu kikwekweto kino eky'ennaku 10. Nze Winnie Nalsiba ne Faith Kayen wano mu Kampala.
Wewa mwebale nnyo bannaffe kakati bo abakulembeze mu bitundu byonna okwetooloola eggwanga bakubiriziddwa okulondoola enkuŋŋaanya ya kasasiro ku lw'omukaaga luno olujja. Guno gugenda kubeera mulundi gwakubiri nga bannansi mu ggwanga beenyigira mu kuyonja ebitundu byabwe. Minisita y'ebyempuliziganya eya tekinologiya n'okulungamya eggwanga Kasule Lumumba abadde ayogerako eri bannamawulire ku Media Center wano mu Kampala. Balyetegekera okuyonja okw'omulundi ogwokubiri ku lw'omukaaga olusembayo mu mwezi. Minisita w'ebya tekinologiya n'okulungamya eggwanga Justin Kasule Lumumba akaatiriza nti ebiragiro ebyasooka bye bigenda okugobererwa ne ku mulundi guno. Abadiventi bo bajja kuyonja ku Sande.
Mwajjumbira nnyo omulimu guno olwo mu njuyi zonna mu Uganda ne mutusoomooza ne tulaba nti kasasiro tulina mungi mu bibuga byaffe byonna. So ku luno abakulembeze b'ebibuga abakwata ensimbi be twayise ba accounting officers KCCAED ne ttiimu ye ba accounting officers aba districts n'aba cities n'aba municipalities n'aba town council baweereddwa ekiragiro okulaba nti bafuba okulaba nga kasasiro abantu kwe baleese bamugjawo kubanga twategeera ku olwo nti kuli twatulowooza nti bitono naye guno ate twagenda okulaba nga bingi okusukka we twali tulowoolezza. Abadiventi bwe balina olukiiko ne Prime Minister ne bamugamba nti bo olw'omukaaga tebali eddiini yaabwe tebakkiriza kukola balina kubanga basaba. So ne babagamba bo bajja kuyonja olw'Essande naye olw'omukaaga okusaba kutandike okuva ku ssaawa 4 n'okweyongerayo.
Olukiiko lw'abaminisita era lwayisizza eggwanga okwewola amabanja ga mirundi 2.
Mujjukire twalina wano olukuŋŋaana nga mu January mwaka gwa 2024 Pulezidenti Yoweri Kaguta Museveni n'atwala obukulu obw'okukulira amawanga ago era wetwogerera nti emirimu gibadde gitambula kati gyo twateesezza nga esigaddeyo ekinene lwe lukiiko lw'abaminisita okuva mu mawanga ago gonna. Kati olukiiko olwo twakkiriza nti lubeerewo okuva nga 2 paka nga 4 mu mwezi gwa Desemba omwaka guno era lubeere wano mu Kampala ne tuyisa n'ensimbi ezigenda okukola ku lukiiko olwo obuwumbi 3 obukadde 869 n'enkumi 5 ssente zaffe eza Uganda. So olukiiko olwo lugenda kubeerawo era buli omu alimanyi nti olukiiko olwo bwe lubeerawo alina kyasavinga kyaweereza n'asobola okufuna weetegeke.
Dakiika 21 ze kutudde.
NBs Amasengejje extra kuwoli era munange olunaku olwaleero tuli waneeno ekiwatule nga chicken agenda kwa munange ate munange afuna mwana munne era nga kyenjagala okutegeeza gwe omulabe wa NBs Amasengejje extra nti abantu ab'enjawulo aba public figures we bali ku mukolo guneeno ndabyewo abantu bemumanyi nnyo ku mutimbagano kubanga naye we twamumanyire nnyo ku mutimbagano maama we waali ndabyeko Ebrines ndabyeko Bad Luck ndabyewo Nalongo Lewis ndabyewo Bakatalayan Kando ndabyewo omukulu Nesim ndabyewo abantu ab'enjawulo nnyo ba bloggers ab'enjawulo ekyamazima we bali ne Bruno Kewali abantu abali nnyo mu business we bali wabula kantambule mpola mpola producers kirizamu Amasengejje mbuzeeyoko abantu omu babiri ate munange osigadde nja kuba abeeyongeza amu Uncut Kalakata omukulu Nesim kiri kitya oli live ku NBs Amasengejje extra abantu abakulaba oba oyimirire osigale ng'otudde
naye ng'atudde olw'ekitiibwa ekitiibwa kye bampadde wano alina okutuula bwe nayimirira ekitiibwa kiba kifudde baaba
kati ozze ku proposal ya chicken bw'oli waddi
nze byange mulinde bulinzi kijja si muntu.
Aha, chosen Becky Heights on. Hello. Muchala sekaja omubwazi. Owempera. Owempetsa gwe yachimayo na mwanjula mbitsibwe bechitola mpeba. Olwatu. Misana tuku. Abali ku NBs Amasengejje extra. Saba obabuulire. Chicken tanda kijoyizo musibira because you've been there before.
Bino byenjagala. Mpulira nga ndi waka because I've ever been there. Era nkyagaliza buli omu. Chicken nno mwana wange. Nzala muzaale. Because the mother is my sister. So he's my child, mwana wange. Kino ekintu kyokola kiringa ekitono naye si kitono. Making sure ntogenda kuddamu kusitula bantu kuddamu bakuŋŋaanya empeta ogisiba naye yeeyina okusemba
osazewo olwaliro lubeere olwo
forever ate bannange binyuma baatulimba nti obufumbo buzibu
obufumbo bunyuma nga batutiisatiisa mwana nkwe
olina kusaba kimu kama nakuwa omutuufu kama wakuwa omutuufu akwagala omwagala. Things are fun. Look at me, the weight, bro. The everything, ebino.
I'm like, NBs Amasengejje extra. Ate munange nsikiriza nkwerekereze. Angera banko yongeza mu Uncut naye nga we nkutegeezesa nti no abantu ab'enjawulo abamanya ku mutimbagano we bali. Olwaleero nganga chicken asiba not esembayo. Kale amanya za mental kwatagane ate munange mu Uncut Kalakata.
Express image.
Son, what you're doing to understand you.
Hello. Yes, mwami mukasa. Mutianeyo.
You produce work that can be acted on and implemented. That Honorable Speaker, 1 week is enough.
We don't have 1 week because we shall be going for recess. Can we do this on Thursday? We do this on Thursday. That's processing close by close. Yes, Lop?
Mr. Speaker, you see, ultimately, and I do hear the Prime Minister, I like the commitment because in the past you have not acted on reports that we have passed here. Now there's commitment and we are going to follow up. However, Mr. Speaker, it's difficult to say that Parliament is going to process a report with the agreement of the Minister. I don't see that happening. Parliament should do its job. Then the Minister will be required to bring an action taken report. Because if we are going to say we go, one item by item and get the agreement of the Minister, what if he does not agree? Do we stall? I think that Parliament should do its job. Then the Minister comes back to us, we give time and say, come back with an action taken report. Because what we are postponing now to Thursday, we shall have the same stalemate. So regardless, except if it is for want of time or otherwise, it can still be done now. And then we say now, Parliament has done its job. Executive, go and do your job, come back to Parliament after 3 months, after 4 months, whatever the case might be.
Minutes, I don't know what you really want, but Rule 229 gives you opportunity to report back. I want to make a decision on this matter that on Thursday we shall process it. Because what you are postponing today, it will not even work on Thursday. Yes. Next item.
Statement by Minister on the fight against corruption in local governments.
Honorable Minister of Local Government.
Right Honorable Speaker and honorable colleagues.
Lydia. And you
Right Honorable Speaker.
Have you been in the House?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Right Honorable Speaker, I rise on the point of procedure under Rule 237. Sub-Rule 1, an official report. It states, the clerk shall be responsible for ensuring that all plenary proceedings are reported word for word, and that an official report of the proceeding is published as soon as possible after each sitting. Right Honorable Speaker, on the 20th of this month, I raised a matter and a matter of urgent importance. However, the record stated in the report of Parliament provided action point to be implemented in Kwania district, and yet the affected people were in Amolata district. And the road that I mentioned, the report stated in Kabera Maido, and yet it's supposed to be Ochero Achengreny Road. Right Honorable Speaker, is it procedure right? Thank you. Is it procedure right that they record wrongly and put in the report of Parliament?
The clerk, we shall look at the Hansard and we verify. So is that the procedural question? Honorable Minister of Local Government.
Right Honorable Speaker and honorable colleagues, I wish to give you an update on the ongoing Expose the Corrupt people-led audit and fight against corruption. Right Honorable Speaker, I wish to sincerely thank you for allowing me to table and present before the whole House an update on our ongoing people-led audit and fight against corruption being undertaken through the Expose the Corrupt and Corruption Crusade across our local government. The exercise is aimed at strengthening accountability, protecting public resources, and most importantly, improving public service delivery to our people. Through engagements with the citizen, inspection, collaboration with the relevant accountability, security, and anti-corruption agencies, we are identifying gaps and cases that undermine the effective delivery of government programs and services. I wish to extend my special appreciation to the Minister of State of Local Government and the anti-corruption agencies who are supporting this effort led by the State House Anti-Corruption Unit, which is led by General Isoke, the Internal Security Organization, the Inspectorate of Government, the Director of Public Prosecution, the CID, and all the other professionals who are giving us a hand. There is a commitment. Commitment has been very instrumental in ensuring that credible concern raised by citizens receive the necessary attention and follow up. To emphasize on the emphasis, this is not a personal fight against individual. It is just for accountability and for the betterment of Uganda. Our objective is not to witch hunt anyone, but to ensure that public resources are used to their intended purpose and that citizens receive the services they deserve. This is not a fight belonging to only revolutionary heroes like General Museveni, nor the new generation led by Muhoozi. It is a national cause that requires every Ugandan.
It takes the mass. You are touring.
Because we represent the very communities affected by the quality of public service delivery. I therefore call upon all honorable members to actively participate in this effort in the constituencies and areas where we operate and represent our people. Let us collectively expose corruption, demand accountability, protect public resources, and ensure that our schools, health centers, roads, bridges, local government, and other public institutions deliver effectively. The ultimate measure of this campaign should not simply be the number of officials investigated or interdicted. Our success must be measured by the better service, stronger institutions, responsible leadership, and an improved quality of life for our people of Uganda. I once again wish to thank you, the Right Honorable. Before I give you the detail, it is about personality. It's not about. It's about public service. It's not about settling scores. It's about protecting public resources. And it's not the fight of a few. It is a fight which every Ugandan must participate. So a brief look at on the areas that we have covered, Right Honourable Speaker and Honourable colleagues. We launched the campaign on 8th July, exposed the corrupt national campaign, phase 1. We started with Jinja, continued to Bulambuli, Mbale, Namisindwa, and Mbale City. In phase 2, we covered Greater Masaka, focusing on Masaka City, Masaka District, Sembabule, Rakai, and well, phase 3, we have proceeded to Mbarara City, Buweju, Mitoma, and Isinjiro. Then we have also extended our movement to Pakwach, Maracha, and Moyo. Last weekend, we were in Renzo, the sub-region, where we covered Bunyangabo, Kasese, and Bundubujo. Methodology. The campaign and investigations are conducted using documentary review, interviews, site visits, audits, and barazas. To ensure thorough and comprehensive campaign and investigation into the issue of corruption, I requested for technical support from the relevant ministries and departments and agencies to back up the exercise, and this includes the State House Anti-Corruption for lawyers and detectives, Office of the Directorate of Public Prosecution for prosecutors to ensure we collect the right files so that we don't just collect and take people to court, but we need to have the right file management. Minister of Works, Transport and Minister of Works and Transport for engineers and lab techs who are taking samples of some of the shoulder works done. Police and CID in respective districts, and detectives. Minister of Local Government has a structure right from LC1 to the top, but some of the veins had blocked. So we are trying to awaken those veins so that they do the right thing that they are meant to do. Then creating national awareness in fight against all forms of corruption in our local government. Together with other anti-corruption agencies, conducting swift investigation and prosecution for offenders in public interest. Understanding the policy gaps and indicating bottlenecks in the fight against corruption for discussion in the cabinet and in parliament. Strengthening accountability and citizen-led barazas as at village, parish, sub-county, and district level. Using media as a tool of accountability and social mobilization in the fight against corruption. We have used some laws. Among the laws that we have used the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda 1995. We are using the Local Government Act as amended in 1997. We are using the Anti-Corruption Act, Cap 116. We are using the Land Act, Cap 236. The Local Government, as mentioned, the Registration of Title Act, Cap 240. The Public Service Standing Orders, 2021. The Market Act, Cap 75. The Uganda National Land Policy, and then the Presidential Directive and Cabinet Resolution. Findings are primarily the findings in the sampled projects by the city were unable to cover all the key projects in particular districts. Cities or due to budget constraints. In Jinja, the campaign commenced We began with Jinja City on 8th July. On the day, I convened a special sitting of council by councillors of Jinja District, attended by hundreds of wananchi and members of parliament from the district. The following issues were raised. The district speaker read an open petition against the chief administrative officer, Mrs. Lydia Nakamate, on several allegations including abusing her office by conniving with the district chairperson to misappropriate funds for the district headquarters. The forensic audit has been conducted and we have found some facts in that petition. Denying councillors access to valuable information include bills of quantity. See, when we are building government buildings, members of parliament have a right, just like any Ugandan has a right to know what exactly we are doing. That has been one of the causes of bad workmanship, because the people in the community don't know what type of bridge they are building. Ahead you will see those bridges, the wonder bridges in the Bundibujo. So causing financial loss to government through reckless administrative decision, misusing of Uganda shilling 1 billion road rehabilitation grant, which His Excellency the President gave to all districts, or government allocated to all districts since 2023. The District Service Commission was also widely accused of selling jobs to the highest bidder and influence peddling. Arising from allegation, I found it is imperative to have the said cow, Mrs. Lydia Nakamate, recalled and interdicted in public interest. Special sitting of council attended by the councillors and the cow and our entire technical team, district statutory organs, area members of parliament, Honorable Minister Lydia Wanyoto, Honorable Minister Simon Mulongo, were part of the meeting. The following issues were identified. The Department of Health, Education, Water were highlighted as the major conduits of corruption. Using the hands-on approach, which His Excellency has exhibited for us to follow, together with all stakeholders, we visited several UPE and UCE schools, where to our surprise, learners were paying school fees ranging between 75,000 to 110,000 per term for primary and 230 per term in secondary school, despite receiving capitation grant from government. Among the schools that were identified, we had Mbale High, Mpoma High. We also had Mbale High, which receive over 150 million every 3 months from government, but still they continue to charge these poor people. And the intention of UCE was to facilitate the poor to attend education. And the only thing that could be charged probably could be meals, with approval of Minister of Education, which hasn't been sought. Then furthermore, the people and student enrollment numbers were infiltrated to attract higher capitation grants. This aided the neglect of inspectors of school, the district education officers of their duty, verifying enrollment. Notably, Nabumali Secondary School had infiltrated enrollment of 340 students to 779, a difference of 432 students multiplied by 170, which they were charging. Budgeted capitation per normal